Well. Have you come back for more? 'Cause we have more. This is What the Dice. I'm Dan the GM, welcoming you to episode 18. And as always, and I hate to keep harping on this, guys, but it helps us out a bunch, as if you like and subscribe on any of the streaming platforms you're using, it helps us tremendously. And don't forget to share us with your friends. We got websites, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff, and we've got stuff planned. Well, enough from me and our normal blah blah blah. We're gonna get on to today's story. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Sitting in the campsite, we stare deep into the dwindling fire of the campsite. The flames barely standing above the wood. Small embers slowly dwindle out. The wind sends a shiver up our spine. Reaching back, we take a dried out log and toss it on the flames. Adding more kindling, we finally get the fire to grow to where it warms us once again. Leaning back, the storyteller gives us a smile. Well, my friends, our adventuring party has defeated the strange guardian of wherever they stand, freeing a strange creature that they know only as the caretaker. They now must trust in what he said on where the exit may be. Well, let us hope that this creature is friendlier than the last. So the caretaker has walked off. You guys are starting to notice that the mass amount of tree leaves above begin to thin out more. You're able to start seeing more of this galaxy and nebula above. You see comets, but you see no moon and no other heavenly bodies, planets.
Okay.
What would you guys like to do? You were told that if you head east and follow the river and waterfall north, you will be able to find the way he suggests to leave.
Rivers and the waterfalls that we're used to?
Yeah, I think it's the same one that we did before.
I saw what you did there, sir.
Thank you.
I think you ignore it.
I missed it.
Why are you guys going up to the brambles?
Because that's what you said we needed to go. Up to the waterfall.
Okay. As you guys go north, which is not what I said.
East. We went east.
Technically, it is east, so he's meaning through the swamp. So down here then.
Yes.
But
As you guys follow,
That
Go ahead.
practically would have taken us to the same spot. Okay.
but I wanted
He wants to go the north route. We are going east. You just went northeast. This is due east.
this would be southeast then.
No.
Look, get the compass out, guys.
as you guys start to travel east-ish, east adjacent, in that direction, you guys start to hear the sounds of running water, but it sounds different than you're used to. It almost sounds like the water is running backwards. As you approach, it's like this place is cursed, or used to be cursed.
Yay! Somebody else said it other than me.
As you guys approach the lake and the waterfall, you see that the waterfall is indeed running backwards. The water seems to be flowing up. There are no signs of living creatures in the water, but the water itself is starting to become clear. You can start to see the reflection of the sky above. What would you guys like to do?
Said we
You
would
know.
find our exit over here.
Follow the river, and you will find your exit.
Follow the
I mean,
river.
I
This
think
is why we went north. The river's up here. You bastard!
You know, guys, the last time I saw water that ran this way, I think it was my uncle was playing with some magic orb and it broke and it started causing everything to go backwards. It was really funny.
As you guys get to the top, you see shadows of animals drinking in the water and running off. You see hunters hunting, but you also still see the strange creatures falling about with shadowed limbs. You can see your footprints heading off to the east. You remember this area as the entrance to the Cobalt camp. What would you guys like to do?
So are we talking about like directly east or like northeast east?
Just
or-
follow the river.
What do-
That's not a river.
I don't see a river anywhere.
All right, I'm going back to the dude and getting better clarification.
You're seriously going to go walking all the way back just to get directions?
You lied to me. Or we could just go the same path that we took before and assume it's correct.
I'm gonna go towards the arrow.
Alright. It just appeared out of nowhere. The gods have spoken!
I'm going to be moving you guys to a new map. As you exit the wooded area, there's a whoosh of energy around you. You feel sick to your stomach, but it quickly passes. Before you, stretched out, is the Cobalt Swamp. Completely abandoned. There's nothing here. But you hear in the distance the sounds of scratching. What would you guys like to do?
Continually follow the guy's direction.
Well, you have exited the Shadow Realm. You are now back on the mortal plane.
In the swamp?
In the Cobalt. Did I not move you guys?
No.
Nope.
Let's try this again. How about that?
Hey!
Oh no, here we go.
There's a familiar death site. Well, we're at least back where we came from. Can we go back to, like, the town?
You guys heard that scratching noise, right?
Yes, in the distance, you hear the sounds of nails on wood.
Why does... Alright. I wouldn't be able to hear the music. Do you guys hear that?
Yep.
I'm assuming it's coming from north of us, behind the giant boulder and tree line.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna climb up on the rock and take a peek. Also, is Hugin willing to get off of me now?
Yes.
Okay. He's also going to use his spidey sense and let me know if things are out there that I can't see.
What's his tremor sense distance?
30 feet.
Okay. There's one thing different about the swamp. The ground is again wet, muddy. You see strange movement under the mud itself, as if worms are crawling around. You see fresh footprints passing past the boulder and into the swamp.
Haha!
What do you see? Or did you just jump off the rock?
We're just gonna jump off the rock.
Clyde, are you sure it's wise to step on that ground?
I'm a man of action.
You're gonna go charge again, aren't you?
I thought you were the man of just the tip.
Just the tip is a action. Action. We want action. ACT. ION.
Can I get a perception check from everyone?
23.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
17.
What'd you get, Defibulous?
17.
All right. And Clyde?
2.
2?
Yeah, I never do well with perception checks ever.
Ever. It's like me and attacking.
So Clyde or Kalila and Short Round, you notice that the sound of scratching has stopped, and it sounds like something has ran off out of the mud and disappeared.
What did it
Someone
sound
was like the running sounded
Yeah.
like feet through mucky, miry mud,
like? Bipedal.
but it's off in the north.
All right. What can I see in the very far distance?
You see the campfire is out.
All right.
What's your sight range?
Yes. I don't know. Where's
She's
that
gonna
listed?
be 120, I believe, because she's dark vision.
I'm dark vision, yes, but I could also shoot things 350 feet away from me. I should be able to see absolutely everything. If I can shoot 350 feet,
Okay.
I can see 350 feet unless there's something blocking metaphysical, my vision, whatever.
So looking out, you notice one thing is different. On top of the Cobalt's throne, the skull is missing.
Clyde
Yes.
and Short Round.
Yes.
Do you remember the skull that was on the throne of the Cobalt that was here?
Yeah, that weird one?
Gone. Everything else is in place. When we, as far as I can tell from when we left.
Hmm.
The cages, the pillars, the tents, the fire's out, and the skull is gone. Nothing else seems out of place.
I guess we should have looted the skull.
That's unusual. Well, shall we go investigate?
I'm just saying, proceed cautiously. Also, I heard somebody running. Clyde, watch for tracks and see if there's any footprints in the mud as you proceed. I'm going to see if I can see those tracks, by the way, since I'm aware of them.
Well, let me point out one thing. Kalila asked the guy who seems to not see anything to keep an eye out for something.
Oh, I know. I got that.
I don't predict that he would, but he's at least aware.
Roll your survival, Kalila, because you are going to look for footprints.
I first have to get off the giant rock, I think, because I rolled an 11.
Yeah, you might want to
I'm going to get off the rock.
go ahead and roll again.
25 this time.
You see footprints that come from the swamp into this mud and continue on towards the throne. They are small, and it looks like it might have been dragging something with it.
Which way is it running?
North. You see footprints heading this way. Well, technically this
Okay.
way.
Clyde, it went around to the left-hand side, and it looks like it was dragging something. It started making its way back up to the throne.
All right. Well, let us follow in style, I guess.
Do you see the... or you could go left. I was going to say, head towards the grouping of the rocks on the right so you can give yourself cover.
But you said you didn't see anything.
I heard something, and those footprints are fresh.
Okie dokie. Let's go to the.
Right.
To the right.
Yeah, that way we can use those rocks up there as cover.
As you walk, small worms seem to go across your feet, slithering up, then back into the mud. The air is thick, putting your senses, like the hair on the back of your neck, tingles with some strange energy. As you get up to the throne area, you see muddy footprints walking up the steps and onto the seat. You see small scratching on all the wood. It looked like something had tried to climb it. The skull had been removed. The wood underneath splintered as if it was yanked free.
Question.
Yes.
Are these booted tracks or barefoot tracks?
Good
Barefoot.
Are they humanoid or like kobold-like?
They look human, and they are
I'm
small.
going to activate the sense evil.
All right. You sense in the footprints fading evil, as if these are fresh, but they are not that fresh.
Whatever has making these is leaving traces of evil behind it.
Question is it from the skull or is it from the creature? Also, that thing's small. I'm gonna see if I can continue to track it.
All right. Roll survival.
21.
All right. I'm going to draw what you see footprint wise. There you go. That is the path it seems to have taken.
Aha!
I will point this out to the party and make a note that it stopped at the.
Awareness check. Yes.
Perception, you mean? Ah! 10.
Good number for you.
Mm-hmm. It is a very good number for me.
26.
Dirty 20.
All right. So Kalila and Defibulus. On the throne, you see a small doll. It looks like it is in the shape of a human. You do not see the details from your distance, but it is sitting on the right there.
All right, this is probably a very bad idea, but there's a doll sitting on that throne.
Do I sense any evil coming from it? I don't touch it. There was too long of a delay.
Yeah, no one's touching it. No one has moved close enough to touch it.
It doesn't seem evil at a glance, but the longer you stare at it in that area,
Well, I'm not staring at it.
the more it makes you feel uneasy. How close are you guys getting to it to look at it?
We haven't moved. We're still
Yep.
on the rocks, so it's about 50 feet away from
So
us.
Kalila, and I think Defibulus has longer vision, right? Yeah.
Low light, yeah.
So Kalila and Defibulus can start to pick up details on this doll. It is ugly. It looks humanoid, and it looks like it is dressed in rags. One eye dangles from a thread, as there is a twisted smile that holds on, that it comes across its mouth.
I'm gonna detect magic.
It is magic.
I'm not touching it. I'm going to go to the tent. I say we avoid getting near that thing. It wasn't there before, and something came back, stole the skull. Also, didn't the rat say something about a skull?
He did.
What did he say?
Defibulus will think back to the rats ranting and yelling at everyone.
That you guys need to find the skull
We need to find it.
and bring it back,
I
basically.
say we ignore the doll for now. Let's look at the tent to see if we can figure out what it was looking for in there, and it went off to the northeast up that path.
So, everybody here is going to hate me. I know it. But this is me playing a paladin.
I'm just gonna sit here and pout.
Defibulus will keep his rifle ready and just kind of keep an eye on the. Hey, wait, where are you going?
Clyde, what stupid thing are you gonna do?
The doll needs not to be found by some random person.
Don't touch it.
Oh, I'm not
It's
going to touch it
magical.
with my hand, but we need to cover it up in some shape or form.
Grab a
Defibulus will lean
tent.
over to Clyde.
Grab a tent and throw it over it.
That's
Do you
a
want me to
great
shoot
idea.
him in the leg if he keeps getting closer?
No, just for once, let's ignore the doll.
If he goes for it, do you want me to shoot him?
I'm going to go and get a big piece of tent.
He's gonna get us killed, isn't he?
I think this is a bad idea. Clyde, can we please discuss this?
I can't, in good conscience, leave this doll in the open.
Do you want me just to shoot him now?
How about we destroy the doll? Can we shoot it? That's a good idea.
It's magical. I feel like that'd be really bad.
Oh, I was talking about him, but okay.
We're talking about the doll short round, ignoring Clyde for a moment.
You're fine.
But I was only gonna shoot him in the leg to stop him from going up there.
Yeah, but then we gotta heal him, and he's gonna do it anyway. Shooting him doesn't do anything.
It slows him down.
Can I call a friend?
Will it though?
Can I phone a friend?
All right, Clyde, what are you doing?
I'm taking a very big piece of tent,
Okay.
writing "Beware object" underneath on it.
That's just as bad as leaving it there, Clyde.
He's not very good at this, is he?
It's not. If something chooses to come in and then take it, then it is of their own volition.
What if he can't read?
It's the same difference. I see a doll sitting on the throne. I'm going to go pick it up versus, hey, there's a mysterious blanket that says object underneath. That's more enticing than leaving it there.
Yes, but
Whose side is he on anyway?
it said, well, Dan said that when you look at it, you become uneasy. So if a passerby, it becomes more uneasy,
Which is
or whatnot,
inclined
it might
to make
affect
it walk away. It makes the person want to walk away. If it's under a blanket, you can't be warned off from it.
Should we just...
I say shoot it. Shoot it. Can he shoot it? Will you agree to that?
I feel like that's a very bad idea.
And getting close
anger.
to it. All right.
To-
I'm staying on the rock.
All right. So you're going to get closer, or are you shooting it?
I will leave shooting it up to Shirt Round what he feels that he wishes to do.
I get the feeling that if I don't shoot it, he's gonna go poke it like with a stick.
Either way, I think engaging with it's going to result in bad. I would just take aim now.
Oh, I'm gonna die horribly, aren't I?
Maybe.
Well, nice knowing you guys.
What's my spider doing about it?
It's keeping it. It's staying by you, and it seems to be staring at it, but not really wanting to approach it. It seems like this uneasy feeling transcends past the whole human understanding. It seems to even go into the instincts of animals to avoid.
Right. It knows to avoid.
As much as I hate that I just wasted a nat 20, but yeah, nat 20 to the doll.
All right. The doll explodes into hay, and black hay, to be specific.
Specific. Not the ocean. To be ocean.
Whatever. As it falls down, it seems to lay still. The uneasy feeling.
What do you mean? You said it exploded.
The uneasy feeling still holds as the lifeless eye stares towards Defibulus, Kalila, and Clyde.
I thought it exploded.
It's chest, head. Yeah.
Yeah, all but the eye.
Okay, your turn now.
You still have the tracks that are heading to the northeast.
All right, let's go towards the tracks then.
You're satisfied, Clyde?
I mean, it seems to be destroyed.
Throw that tent on top of the eyeball and let's go.
I will throw the tent on top of the eyeball.
All right, you do.
Am I cursed now?
Following the track.
So I don't have a map for
Only
this,
time.
but as you guys follow this muddy trail, the worms in the ground seem to slow. The ground still seems to move with an unseen force. In the distance, you see a thatch roof on top of thin sticks, creating a very rudimentary cabin. Smoke comes from the chimneys, and you hear whispers as if there's a conversation being held.
Can we do a perception check to see if we can hear them?
If you wish.
Listening. That one.
18.
Oh my god, I got 15.
Whoa. Every time I roll low, you roll okay.
As the conversation... Oh, you guys wanted to listen in. It sounds like it is a small child arguing with something. It keeps saying, play it again, play it again. Eventually, you start to hear the sound of a untuned guitar play. No words, just this strange music.
Defibulus will quietly relay what he hears to Kalila and to Clyde if he didn't hear it.
Let's see, we'll perk up. What?
Someone's playing an off-tune guitar, and some kid's saying, play it again, play it again. That's all I'm getting.
I rolled a 13 to find out if I could hear it.
You do. You hear the same strange off-tune guitar playing.
All right. If you guys want, I can follow that and go scout ahead to see what's going on.
Yeah, that or have your little Spidey friend do senses and see who all is out there.
I'll see if Hugin can detect anything, but I will also make my way into the woods and follow the noise as quietly as I can, like I do.
All right, roll your stealth.
28.
As you approach, you hear the strange music, and you start to hear the sound of a small child crying. You recognize the tears of the type of crying as the sound of a child that is hungry.
Okay, is it playing the music?
No, it sounds like there might be someone else. You hear something moving around. You hear the sounds of dishes clank softly as the sound of something bubbling echoes from the small shack.
So there's a shack. You didn't tell me there was a shack.
Yes, it was the thatch roof and thatch walls.
Oh, okay. So there's a shack, a little girl outside crying.
Inside, you don't
what
see.
appears to be... Oh, okay, everything's inside.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will quietly sneak up to the house and look in the, or whatever, shack and find an area to peek through without being seen.
Roll stealth.
27.
Right. As you look in, you see a very small child. Looks like a toddler, dressed in rags, crawling around, trying to start a fire with the cauldron. In the corner, you see a strange creature that is tied to a chair. In its hand, a damaged guitar. You cannot see its eyes, but you see that his hands are that of a kobold. It is looking down at the strange, damaged guitar and is softly strumming it.
I'm gonna motion the group to approach.
I'm going to look at her, look down at my armor, look at her, and shake my head no.
I'll look at Clyde and curious as to why he doesn't want to approach.
He looked at his armor, giving you the signal of,
Clunk, chunk, clang.
I'm loud.
I'll shrug and just go up and knock lightly on the door.
the door.
I don't think this child's going to be a threat, and there's a tied-up kobold.
Okay.
That's why I motioned you, like, not to be quiet, come up here. And if you didn't, then you can just see me go up and knock on the door.
I will follow
Okay,
up.
well, when she starts to go up and knock on the door, then I'll start moving up.
The thatched door slowly swings open as you knock. The small child looks at you and gives a faint cry and backs away.
I will not hurt you.
The kobold doesn't move. He just continues to play.
I'm gonna kneel at the door entrance to show the kid that I'm not going to harm it.
He sits onto the ground and stares at you. His crying slowly settles and he holds his arms out.
I will get up and go pick up the kid.
Oh God.
What?
Do I see everything? Like, am I up there to see everything?
You said you approached.
Okay, so I'm going to turn on Detect Evil right away because in my mind, there's a kobold tied to a chair with a little child giving its orders. How did the kobold get tied up?
Well, one thing led to another.
Right?
No, we're not talking about just the tip here.
That's fair.
So as you look, you notice that the child is not what it seems. His skin is pale. When he opens his arms, you notice his fingers are sharpened. The kobold, you can see scratches across his body, and his tail is missing.
I am going to rush and yell, Kalila, get back as fast as possible to yank her backwards.
Okay, I stop. Confused, going, what the hell, Clyde?
And bringing my shield and getting in between her and the child. It is not what it seems.
All right, I will take refuge behind Clyde and his shield.
The strange child slowly moves up to where he's on his feet.
As I watch.
His brow furrows slowly, and his mouth begins to open and possibly wide. In his mouth, rows of sharpened teeth. Strange black ichor drips from his lips.
Can I shoot it in the mouth?
It is initiative time.
15.
Okay.
I have a 17.
22.
All right. And is Hugin going to be in this battle?
Yeah, he's on my shoulder.
All right. I need his initiative.
18.
All right. So first up, Defibulus.
So is it moving or is it just opening its mouth and drooling black ichor everywhere?
It's drooling black ichor, and it has hunger in his eyes.
So it needs a Snickers, in other words. Defibulus is gonna take aim and let one fly at it.
All right. Roll.
What range is this thing technically at to us?
We're on top of it. We're in the shack with it.
This shack, everything is close range. Yep.
Within 10 feet.
Well, we're not in the shack, though.
Well, you and Kalila are.
No.
Wait,
She
what?
knocked on the door. It opened. And she
I
knelt
stopped
down
in the doorway. Yes.
So technically,
And
Kalila.
then I yanked her back.
Okay, so then you are in the doorway.
And I'm just behind Clyde.
So that means you do not have a clear line of sight.
Okay, so I'm firing into melee, right?
Right now.
No, you are. You're gonna. Yeah, this thing is small.
Short round will curse brass bolts under his breath and move into a position where he can actually see and fire on the damn thing.
Okay, well, the walls are thatch, so they are easily damaged. You could take your round and break a chunk of the wall off.
Would my bullet go through the thatch and still hit that?
Oh yeah, it's you don't know if you'd hit because he would get full cover, which means you would have to roll a 50% miss chance. But
Gotcha. I will take your advice and go punch a hole so I can shoot the thing.
all right, roll your strength. As long as you don't roll under a 5, you have ripped a chunk off of it.
11.
All right, you've ripped a substantial size opening to where you can fit your barrel in.
All right, and I don't think I have any action left to attack, so
Nope.
I would have to pass then, wouldn't I?
Yep. Hugin's up next.
Hugin, entangling
Alright.
attack.
Roll your attack.
Does a 12 do anything?
As Hugin spits out its web, the child jumps incredibly quick to the side, missing. Next up, Clyde.
I'm going to back up, but with Kalila, so we can back out of the doorway and away from the.
I will move with Clyde so we
Alright.
can back
Thank
up.
you.
So you both step back.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, like 20
Alright.
feet.
The child, well, that makes it Kalila's turn.
Well, I moved with Clyde.
Okay. So it is the strange child's
Wait.
turn.
Well, you still
Yeah.
have your action to attack or whatever. That was just movement.
Can I see it through the door?
Yes, you can.
I will, like I said, I want to shoot it in its open, drooly, black, teeth-covered mouth. Created a target. I'm aiming for it.
Okay.
18?
That is a hit.
Woo! In its face. Do I get to do extra damage because it's a head, or are you going to math that?
It's a called shot, but
Okay.
I'll math it.
All right, 5 initial damage.
Okay.
And if it suffers bleed, it will suffer bleed for 4 rounds.
As the arrow slashes into the child's face, you don't see blood. You just see the strange ichor drip down. The kobold continues to play. It is the creature's turn.
I'm just happy I got to shoot it in its mouth.
Clyde, I need you to roll a will save. DC 14.
I rolled a 17.
All right. So the child stares at you with its eyes. You start to feel like you should trust and that this child is a friend, and then you shake it off. Top of round.
Be wary of looking at it in its eyes.
Top of round.
Which I believe is who?
Defibulous.
Defibulous?
Defibulous. I was gonna shoot it.
All right. Roll.
26.
That is a hit.
And it's under 30 feet, right?
Yep.
For a moment there, I couldn't find my dice. I thought I'd lost my mind.
Wham, wham.
11 damage.
The child takes a hit. You see more of the black ichor drip from its body, but it is still standing. It smiles at the group, baring its teeth. Clyde, it is your turn.
This thing needs to see a dentist.
I'm going to hold my action to wait to see his movement.
Okay. So are you holding for a particular move action?
If he comes in anywhere range of me, I will attack.
What is your range is melee range, right?
Yeah, right now because I have my shield out and because I'm protecting Kalila. Him.
All right.
Oh, I'm just behind you. You can engage all you want.
Yeah, but he's still in the doorway, and I don't.
Oh.
That's where I don't want to be.
Right. Turn
That
now.
makes it Hugin's turn. What is he
I'm
doing?
trying to think what Hugin would do because I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where it gets. If it gets entangled, it can't move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, keep going. If you entangle it, have at it. You know, it's an evil creature. We need to kill it. So whatever.
Yeah, I think Hugin would probably try and entangle it again. Get it to be stayed down.
Roll.
15.
So it would be a sticky situation, huh?
15 is his AC exact.
it goes to the defender, if I remember right. Or does
No,
it hit?
it goes to attacker if you meet it.
Sweet.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
so I
I'm
made
sorry. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I misread
Yeah.
what I was reading. His AC is 16. You do miss.
it. Okay.
Sorry, I misread what I was looking at.
I'm just gonna pout. It's fine.
All right. That makes it Kalila's turn.
And shooting it in the face, literally, it had like 0 reaction. It just was like and drooled.
Yep. You do notice that its skin is pale. Its eyes are inset. Its nails are unlikely.
It's probably just as like dead as the kobolds that we came into combat before with.
Mm-hmm.
Except this thing is a lot more drooly.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to set the entire building ablaze, so I will take aim at it again. I'm not aiming for its face this time since it didn't seem to make much of a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I could tell. But I definitely am going to keep firing at it until it leaves the building.
Okay. Roll your attack. Tell me what you got.
12.
You miss. The arrow strikes next to him.
Yep.
Makes it the child's turn. He is taking a full round and moving up to you. He is now within 10 feet of you.
So it just moved 10 feet.
No, it moved 20. It used its full.
We moved. Okay, so he got into melee range. So attack.
All right, roll your attack.
That's
Say again.
19.
All right, you hit.
5 damage.
That makes it.
My shield attack turn.
Yep. Doesn't that mean you also move in the initiative order to after the child? Because you help the action.
If it creates my reaction for this. I'm still in the same initiative because what I called for him to do happened. If I would have called something, yeah.
Okay.
That is an 18.
All right, that is a hit.
3 damage.
Okay. Top of round, Defibulous. This creature is now in melee range or in melee combat with Clyde.
I am currently reloading.
All right. That makes it Hugin's turn because I skipped him last time.
Poor Hugin.
I didn't skip him. I just moved him in the initial order by accident.
Uh-huh.
Hating on the spiders.
He will attempt a tangling attack again, but apparently not make.
That makes it Clyde's turn. Nope. Clyde, because we went top of round, and then Clyde is third in the order.
Delilah?
Okay, I will attack again.
All right, go ahead.
That's a 16. Oh, that hits then, right?
His AC is 16 exact.
Okay, I hit him, and I do 11 points damage.
He is bleeding and heavily injured, but still attacking.
That's awesome. I'm going to use my shield attack. That's going to right out miss. I only rolled a 4.
Yeah, you missed. Kalila.
Woo! So this thing's just, he is at least bleeding. It obviously looks corrupt because it's hardly reacting, just like all of the other, like, weird mind woogied things that we've come across, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to save people from this mind woogie?
They have to pass the will check.
So once you fail it, do they get to continuously try and?
Yeah, there's usually like a end of your round type of retry.
So eventually the kid could come out of this.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna cast Entangle and see if it gets entangled.
All right. Do I get a defense to that?
Yes, you get an initial defense, and then at the end of each round, or at the beginning, so each turn you have to try. You can try and get out, or you can attack with penalties if you are entangled. But you cannot do both. You have to choose.
All right. So what do I need to roll?
DC of 12, reflex save.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna click on it and double check because I remember this was a little like complex. Making a strength or escape artist check. This DC for this check is equal to the DC of the spell.
So strength or what?
Escape artist.
I don't have escape, so I guess I gotta go with strength. Where's my strength? Strength of 14. Nat 20.
Dang. All right. Well, not entangled this round, but every round he'll have to make that check.
So one of the things you notice as you cast Entangle, you expect to see roots. Instead, you see these strange green worms reach out and try to grab the child. The child seems to dodge and duck, getting away from them. They are still around, writhing on the ground, trying to grab the child. The child eyes Clyde and is going to attack. I am rolling like crap today. 8. No, 9. Wait. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 to attack Clyde.
That's enough.
All right. That makes it Clyde's... Oh, I'm sorry. It makes it Defibulus's round.
So is this thing like adversely reacting, like trying to stay away from the worms, or just annoyed they're there and attacking anyway?
Attacking anyway. Like, it can't get away from them because Clyde's technically blocking the door. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna shoot it in the leg.
All right. Roll.
Because in Defibulus' mind, I already turned one person to ass shooting him in the leg. Why not try again?
Okay.
17.
That is a hit.
I remembered the negative this time. 10 damage.
All right. As your bullet strikes, the child hits the ground in this sickly splat. The ichor drips from its wound as it slowly passes on. The kobold continues to play, seeming to ignore everything around him. The worms slowly burrow back underground. The fire continues to die again. The hungry flames eating up the log we had set on, but only an hour ago. The storyteller smiles as he slowly closes his book.
Ah, well, not only have our little traveling friends gotten out of the strange realm, but they have defeated another strange creature and met a kobold who seems to just play a sad tune. Well, in the next tale, we will learn more. Maybe. I guess that all depends on our adventures. But for now, my friends, as I always say, may the dice gods bless your every roll. We here at What the Dice would like to thank Paizo for creating Pathfinder, Epidemic Sound for our music, as well as Sirenscape for our sound effects. If you would like to reach out to us, you can do so on Facebook at What the Dice Pod, Twitter at What the Dice Pod, and of course email whatthedicepod@gmail.com. And if you liked our little adventure, please share us with your friends and rate and review us.